Hello guys. I competed in my very first marathon this morning with my friends Alex and Dee. And do you guys want to know how it went? I'll show you how it went. Da, 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 da. Wait, I'm gonna kiss it. When I was training for the marathon, I really wanted this medal, the completing medal. I wanted to have finished it, of course, but also I just wanted to have it like a souvenir from it as well. Oh wait, how can I do this video where it's not gonna work where you can see it, can you? What if I like just leave it up here? I'll do the whole video just with my hand holding this. Feels good. Feels good. Feels so good. This is going to be a long video because I have so much I want to talk about the marathon. So I don't know. Yeah, because I want to just keep all the memories of the whole thing. You know, just record it. So I feel so good. I feel happy. I could just like. I feel so good. It's like I don't even know where to begin, but I want to begin by saying how much I like this medal. I want to put it up. Oh, can you see? Up on my like clothes hanger thingy, where I've got my Tough Mudder headband, and also the headband that I did when I did the that flash mob thing with the Harry Potter thing. Basically anything where I like put a lot of effort into it and stuff like that. I just wanted to like to keep it up there. So it's so cool. I feel great. Like for the last few days, I think I have mentioned it in videos before that I was like just chomping at the bit in a way, like just wanted to do it. I felt good, kind of good, you know, about it. The only unknown thing is like I had never run more than 22 Ks before, and I ran that in 3 hours. That was the first time I did it, but it was in 3 hours, and I tried to do a faster pace because my biggest worry was that I wouldn't make the 7-hour cutoff time. Yeah, I was so worried about that actually, because I'd hate to run it and just not finish it, and you know. I wanted to finish it in time, and I wanted to make sure I did, so I like made sure, like yeah, don't even know where to begin. There's so much to talk about. The cool thing about this thing that I have so many stories and to talk to about it now, like all these feelings and thoughts about it. Like, so if ever I bump into anyone who's done a marathon, like I can relate, I think, a little bit. And if I watch footage of people like at the finishing line of a marathon and they're like hobbling, I know how that feels. Oh man, it's the best feeling. I feel so good. Now that it's finished, I feel really good. It was good during to a certain point as well. Before I start, I want to show you how I'm like hobbling around at the moment. So that's how I stand up from a chair. Oh, and I'll show you my fastest walking speed at the moment. That's probably as fast as I can go. I've got no calves. Up and down stairs is a problem. Right now, if there's a handrail, it's always good. I hang on to that for dear life. And try to get up and down, but I don't regret it at all. It was worth it for this thing, and for the fact that now I'm a marathoner. I finished a marathon. Like, it's something that, you know, because I like running a lot, but I usually run around 10k and stuff. You know, run for about an hour or something just for exercise and just for fun. But, you know, I always think, would I be able to do a marathon? Like, it's 42 kilometers and my mind can't comprehend that distance. And for running for hours like that, I couldn't. Before I did it today, I just could not comprehend running 42, and it was, yeah. I always want to give a shout out to my V-rooms because I love them. I love them so much. Like, my soreness is nothing to do with the shoes because the shoes were great. I felt great. Only the reason I'm sore is because my body is not used to running more than 21. It's not used to running more than 10k usually, but I bumped it up to like 15 and then the next day to 22. So my body's probably like going, what the hell's going on? What are you doing? Like, after I finished 21 really comfortably. Like, I'll talk about that later. But I want to just show again my Vibram sprints, which are muddy and wet now. Here's one of them. I'll show two because they're both these shoes got me through it. Yeah, I'm gonna kiss it as well. Thank you. Ugh. But I really do. And like other shoes have all these little slight issues with them, but these have no issues for me at all. I love them. I'm so glad that yeah, I had them. Yeah, like I said during my training, I just had this image of like, this is gonna be a really long video. I have so much to talk about. I can talk about it for 3 hours, I think, and I've got nothing to do today because I did the marathon. Now I'm at home. It's like in the afternoon, and there's nothing I need to do. It's to the point where today, like after finishing the marathon, I don't care about anything. Like my friend Alex was driving us back to his house because I left my car at his house, and he drove us in the morning. And he was going over speed bumps really quickly. You like your speed bumps, you normally slow down to 20 and then go up them. So we were like that, and because it didn't, because his car like could handle it or something. It was a big 4-wheel drive, and like I didn't care at all. I was like, whatever, I don't care about anything. I just really kind of just want to get home. I wanted to do this vlog too. When I was running the race, I was like, oh, I want to do this vlog talking about the marathon. I want to update my Facebook status. I want to upload some photos. But before I do that, I have to finish it. Oh my god. It's funny. But it's so cool. This is the photo that I wanted to have, and I've created in my head this photo that I wanted to do. I wanted to have the feet, and I wanted to show the middle. And so I love it. After the marathon, I was hobbling, crawling down to the ground, putting the thing between my feet and just taking a photo. My phone, like I was listening to my hard style techno whatever kind of music for the whole time, and my battery went down to like 20% or 10, and then after that I was like taking photos, calling people on the phone and all this stuff, and it went down to 10 and 7 and then it died. But before it died, I took this photo. I wanted to have the photo of, well, because I didn't want to take off my shoes and then have to put them on and take the photo, because no, that's not proper. It has to be the shoe, you know what I mean? Has to be at the time when I did it. It would be so much better. And I did it. Oh, I love that photo. It's like has this image of it so clear in my head, like this photo, and I got to do it with a lot of running. But it was good. So what? I have no plan, and I'm tired. I'm not tired. But I'm so happy. Like honestly, because my whole year basically, this from March to now has been like a big focus of it, like training up for this marathon. And oh my god, the last 3 weeks cramming to get myself up to like 42k. It didn't happen, but the cramming helped. I'm sure it did. Anyways, what else do I want to say? Just want to show it off again. Anyways, get t-shirts as well. They gave us a show bag if you complete it. So that's not a show bag. My chair has wheels, so it's good. I don't have to move to roll my chair around. I'm just gonna sit in the chair, roll around. Here's the show bag. Cool, it's like a little packy type of thing. I think I'll show you what's inside it. So every competitor gets this. Just magazines and stuff, but the cool thing is a t-shirt. So what's this thing? A towel. Little towel. Medibank Marathon towel. Cool. And a t-shirt. Oh, you can kind of see the logo. And some stuff. A hat. What's this? Oh, food! Tuna to go. I think I'll eat that this afternoon too. You know what? After running the marathon, every food looks good at the moment. Like, after the race, I had a drink of a little bit of Blue Powerade. They were handing it out, and it tasted so good. And every food that I ate afterwards, like at the end of the race, Dee was there. She finished before I finished the marathon in 4 hours and 50 minutes, and I'm very happy with that. Although, you know, the last 10 kilometers I took so long to do it, like an hour and like 20 minutes or something. I don't know how long it took long time I was like hobbling along. But I'll go through the whole 42 kilometers. I can walk you through it because I remember it. You know, each phase was like different thoughts and different feelings. But let's just talk about, like, I feel so good now. I'm part of the marathoning group. People have done the marathon, part of this tradition. You know, I didn't talk about it in the last video. It started off with, I don't know his name, but the guy from Athens. I'm just going to say Philippides or something like that. You know, and just all the other people that have done it, like Hamish Blake from Hamish and Nanny, he finished a marathon. Katie Holmes has finished a marathon. And now I can say that I've done one too. So it's just nice. I feel really, really, really good. It's like a bucket list thing. It's just nice to do it. And, you know, like, I'm all about like having experiences for good memories and stuff. And this certainly gave me good memories. And, oh, it's incredible. Like, it really pushed me. And it was so good. I'll talk about that later. I don't know what else to say because there's all these thoughts flying around. I don't want to miss anything. I even videoed some footage of, like, as I was getting close to the end. Like, I had this idea, like, because I saw this video of this guy on YouTube where he basically he ran the marathon and he just was talking to it every now and then at various intervals how he was feeling and stuff. I thought that was a cool idea, but then during the marathon, I was like, near the second half, I was like, I don't have the energy for this. Like, some of my friends were even calling me on the phone. I could hear the phone ringing. I saw it ringing, but it was inside this waterproof case that I keep it in, just so that rain doesn't affect it. And I was too tired to undo it and answer them. I just let it ring out. It sucks because I think Donovan, Vu, I don't know who else was there, but maybe Lee Kwan and stuff like that. They came to support me, and they must have couldn't see me and they didn't know where I was and they couldn't contact me, so they probably left thinking maybe I'd finished already. So they went to Queen Vic Market to get some bratwurst. Luckily, Monin also called, and later on near the end, and by that stage I had the energy to answer her, and I told her, I'm like 1.5k away. I'm gonna finish this, and she's like, oh really? I'll wait for you. And it's so cool. And Paul was there. Paul. So it was really cool that my friends came to watch. It's the best thing. If any of them ever attempt it, I would love to come and watch them, and I will just know how they're feeling. Like, it's incredible. Like, yeah, I'll talk about it in due time. And all the people, you know, along the marathon, there's all these people who stand on the sides cheering people on. It's the best thing ever because, like, it helps. Like, it gives you a boost, and it's just so nice that they're there. That, like, they're giving high fives and they're saying, "You're doing so well. You know, it's only a little bit more to go," stuff like that. And even near the end, I was like, I think I had stopped to a walk just for a little bit, and someone said, "Go, Chun, you can do it," or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, I'm the only one here," and they sounded like they said my name, and I guess it's because my name is on the bib, my bib. I'm sure I want to keep my bib. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Yeah. I'll keep that bib because first marathon. Oh my god. What else to talk about? At the end, when I finished, I'll show you the video I took when I approached it, because the marathon has this course which I looked up yesterday, so I was familiar with where it went. And it finishes up at the MCG, which is the Melbourne Cricket Ground. It's like this big stadium. How cool is that, to finish in the stadium? That's awesome. And like, when I got so close, like, I knew the MCG was close. And then it was like, someone told me there's like 500 meters left to go. I was like, oh, so good. And then when I saw it, I saw people turning in to it, because we were running around it for a little while, the outside of it. And when I saw people turning in, I was like so happy. I started videoing it. I called Monin. I go, Monin, I was like, I'm right outside the MCG. I'm coming. I'll be in there in a second. Just look out for me. And yeah, I took some video footage because I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna, because I had this before the marathon. I had this idea that I would like sprint at the end of the marathon, like the last lap, but no, what's gonna happen? Like, no, I was happy just to jog it and finish. and I'll show you some videos. But I want to piece together the videos and upload it as a shorter video. But I want to talk about it in here too, because I haven't seen it yet. Well, here's the start. This was the start of it. Someone was singing the national anthem, which I only put the last part of it. That brings back a lot of memories, like just being at the starting line. I was feeling so good, so agile, moving around. You know what's funny? Like in the morning, I felt so athletic, agile. Right now, I saw someone jogging, just jogging slowly down the street, and I was thinking, I can't catch them right now. If they let's say took something and ran away with it, I'll be like, I can't catch you. I can't do anything about it. Oh man, but it's worth it. It's so worth it. It's like, what's that saying? Pain is temporary, but you know, stuff like this, you know, I will talk about it as I go through the marathon, like each kilometer, because I really want to do that, because the thoughts went all over the place, all different things. Yeah, I told you it's gonna be a long video, but I'm so happy, Like the photos at the end, like when my friends are taking photos of this and that, it wasn't hard to smile at all. Like, you know, I was just beaming. And Dee had finished earlier, and her sister was there with her sister's husband, and they had cake. Like I came up to them and they cheered. I ran up to them. I didn't run up to them. I walked up to them probably, and they had a box and they go, "You want some cake?" And I was like, "Oh, cool." And I opened it up, and it was a massive slice of cake. It's like this big, and this thick, and it was so delicious. Like when after your marathon, I was like, oh, it tasted so good. The cake was so good. I didn't drink much water. I had this whole plan of like, I'm not going to drink a lot of water because I don't want to have to stop for the bathroom. That'll slow me down. So I didn't. This morning I didn't drink that much water. Just whatever I had to. Just like a little bit here and there. And during the race I didn't drink any till right at the end. Someone offered some Powerade, and I was like, I think I could use some type of energy into my legs. You know, that will help maybe. So that's all I drank. Right now every food tastes good. I'm so tempted to just eat this. I really want to eat this, but I'm not going to eat it now. I'll just be spending like 5 minutes or a couple of minutes just eating it. So yeah, it was so cool. Like, we get some good photos. I'll show you some photos. Oh, I was charging my phone. Okay, so good. Okay. Oh, I didn't show you the ending. Hi guys, this is me doing the marathon. That's the MCG in front of me. I'm dead tired. We're 500 meters to go. See you later. So that's me like getting close to the MCG. I wanted to do like a vlog type of thing. Oh, this was, I think, once going into the MCG. I think I had the video running the whole round, but I think I had it in my pocket for some stage. So if you want to watch. Oh, I'm gonna have to rotate this video. This is me running into the MCG. I'm so tired, but I made it. I'm so happy to be inside the MCG. So happy. I might turn it off because it's gonna start raining, but I'll turn it on when it finishes again. Whoa, nearly tripped. Oh my god, I made it. I'm gonna finish my marathon. Guys, I'll try to keep the video on for the whole thing. Right to the marathon. That's when I was in my pocket maybe. But I pull it out again. Why is the video crooked? Maybe because I couldn't hold it straight at that stage. I'm so tired, but I can run one more lap. I won't stop. Hello. So tired. One lap. I think that's the finish line over there. I'm gonna finish my marathon. Talking to myself. Oh my gosh, it was painful. The last 10 kilometers got harder and harder. First 21 was okay, but I'll talk later. I'm too tired. Oh my gosh. Okay, I wonder if my friends can see me. Oh, that's where. Wait, I must have done more. And there's a photo. I think I stopped to take a photo. And then I went back to video. I'm pretty sure I went back to video. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, did I? Okay, this is me finishing a marathon.
Alright guys, great work.
Woohoo! 4 hours and 50 minutes. Yes! I did it. I did it. Oh, it's good to watch it rather than do it. Like, right, me, I'd rather watch it right now than do it again. Let's go. So, now I'm gonna go through how I felt during the 42 kilometers. Okay, my plan was, can't be bothered. First 21k was good. I was feeling, first 10k was great. I was feeling so good. I was zipping around, overtaking people, taking express lane. I was feeling great because I just feel really good in that at time. And I was like, I think some laps I was doing like average pace like 450 or something like that, which is so much faster than normally. Like I jumped up from like 7 something minutes a kilometer to then 6:25ish, and then today I had like some 4 minutes something like laps and stuff, and then I kind of hovered around like 5:15 to 5:30 for the next almost pretty much 21 kilometers, because I had this thing where I was like I didn't want to get there's this thing where they have a 5-hour cutoff. 5 hour after that the roads are closed to run on, and you have to run on a footpath, and they give you a map and you gotta do it yourself or something. I don't know what it is for slow call, and I didn't want that. I didn't want to have to go on the slow path, and I was worried I was gonna get lost or something like that. And yeah, so the first 21k I kept it up because I was it was in my mind I was like having a mental race against the 5-hour timing truck or car or whatever, pacing car, and I was just trying to me versus that car. And in my head I was imagining, this is what was going through my head, like Alex had given me like a banana to hold and to eat. Like he had a spare banana and some gels that he lent me, or chews or something, energy chews, holding that. And in my head I was the things I thought about during the run. I was thinking, this banana, I have to keep it away from that thing that's trailing behind me that runs at about 6:40 pace, 6 minutes 40 pace. So I just have to keep it away from that. And in my head I had imagined like it was like an Amazing Race type of thing, where in my group of friends, like I had been selected to carry this banana and keep it away from other people, the thing, and it was my job like to do it. And I was imagining like we were on this TV show, and like they're like got like cameras and watching me running, and I had to like do well, like keep it. And I did well up to 21k's. I was good. 21k. I mean it got harder, but I every time my time slipped back, I just kind of pushed it up but tried to overtake more people, because the first 21k's I was steadily overtaking the average pace, the average group. I was slowly overtaking everyone, just slowly, and that kind of kept me at like 5:15 minutes per kilometer pace. After 21 kilometers I thought, okay, this is untested territory. I don't know what my legs are going to do for the next 21k's, because I haven't been past that running before. So I did the first 21k's in I think a minute, 1 hour and 50-ish minutes. I reckon 1 hour 50. So I was like, wow, I did a half marathon basically in 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I was like, I'm so happy with that. So it's really good. So my progress from the last training session to now had improved a lot. So I was really happy. So, but then I had 21 more k to run. I was like, okay, it's a long way. And in my head, I was thinking to myself, okay, how about the next 10k from here to 30? I'll take it easy a little bit because I've done well. I've done half of it already in like 2 hours roughly. So that gives me 5 hours because the cutoff for my marathon is 7 hours. Like, so I have 7 hours to finish 21 Ks. You know, that's a long time. No, 5 hours. So I was thinking to myself, okay, I've done well the first half. I'm going to cruise a little bit for the next 10K. And I actually was really... The first 21K, I was actually enjoying the marathon. Like, I was cruising along, feeling pretty good, no pain at all, like no breathing problems. And yeah, I was really enjoying it. It was nice, a little bit sunny. I was enjoying the whole process. And then for the next 10K, I was like, okay, so I'll just ease it up a bit. So I think my speed went back to about 6 minutes per kilometer. So I was okay with that. That's, you know, it's all right. But it just seemed to go so slowly, the 10K, and like it was like from 21 to 22, 23, 24. And in my head, I worked it out like, okay, for me, anything up to 15K, normally, I feel like I could kind of breeze through it, right? Even if it's a slow pace. This is in my head, okay? So 42 kilometers is the marathon. Subtract 15, I worked it out to be 27. Hopefully the math is right. So I was thinking, if I can get to 27 kilometers done, then all I have left is 15 kilometers. And in my head, 15 kilometers is like this distance that I could, because I've done it so many times in like exercising and stuff, 15K, or, you know, I know I can do it. But the thing I didn't really take note of is the fact that 15K doing it fresh and 15K after you've done 27K, it's very different things. Like, I learned that today. I learned it. It's a different thing. Like, the 15K at the end it's a different beast for me, because my body is not even used to 21 yet. It's like, can do 21, I think, but it's not used to it yet. And so when I got to like 27K, I was like so excited. I called up Boo and I was like, where are you guys and stuff, and he was like, oh yeah, we're not there yet. And I said, oh, I'm gonna finish this thing. I've only got 15K to go, you know, I can do this. In my head I was like, I would run the 15K to 10K, like just kind of cruise along, and then from 10K it's into single digits, because there's a lot of mental stuff, like the single digits, 10K to 0, like, and then I was hoping to like kind of, because I know it's a limited amount, I can push it a bit more, because I know there's only 10K left. But that didn't happen. That plan didn't happen. So I was talking to him on the phone going, I'm gonna do this, I'm so happy, like. And then after that I hung up the phone and I was like, I don't care about times anymore. I don't care when I finish, because I know I can do 15. This is me at 27K thinking this, saying I know I can do 15K in my sleep. Like, I can do this, even if it's just at a slow pace. And so I was cruising along, you know, doing that, and people at that stage, people started overtaking me, and it's just a feeling I don't like, because mostly when I run these races, I always like to just overtake people. Like, it's a thing I just love to do. It's very fun, like weaving in and out and just trying to push forward a bit. But people were like just going past me, and I was like, oh no. And I just like, just enjoy it. Just, I don't care. This last 15Ks, I'm just gonna enjoy it. But it was going along slowly, like, you know, to take each kilometer, it took so long. Yeah, and from 10K onwards, the last 10K, every kilometer got harder. No joke. Every kilometer got harder, slower. I think around, I don't know, 8 or 9K, I got my first feeling of a cramp. Like, until then I was fine. I had no cramps. I was like, alright. But I could just feel it in the back of my left thigh, a little bit of cramping. And while we're on the topic of cramping, later on, I think around 3K to go, I felt cramping. Like, you know when you know that you start to feel that there might be a cramp, that kind of twinge, but it hasn't fully grabbed. I felt it here on my head, my face. I could feel it. Oh, my body was depleted of something. And down my fingers and hands, there was a few stages where I had to stop and just kind of walk it off a little bit, the cramping. Because I'm so glad it didn't completely seize up, like lock up, because that would have been horrible. But I had to stop to a little bit to walk it off sometimes. Yeah, every K after that got so slow. I was going on a snail's pace, and I just didn't have any energy in my legs to push. Yeah, I just didn't have fuel in this. So it was, like, my body was just telling me don't. You know, like sometimes, yeah, it's like, you know, just don't do this. It's a bad idea. And I think it's probably proper, because yeah. So I was just going along, and that's when I started to do all these things just to try to keep myself going. Trying to think what I was doing. I was trying to count down the kilometers. That was the thing, but it was going so slow. Because every 3 minutes my Runkeeper app will tell me like how much I've gone, and it was only going up by like 300 meters every 3 minutes or something like that. It was really slow. And yeah, there was points when I just stopped for just to walk a little bit, and I was like, oh, this is really nice. I like this. But then I was thinking to myself, this is the thing that got me through so much. It got me jogging so much near the end. You know, in One Piece, this anime that I like, it's about pirates, and one of the characters called Roanoke Zoro, he does something that's so cool. Basically, it's long time, takes a lot to explain, but basically, Luffy, it takes so long to explain. Basically, let's just say there's this ball of pain. It's like, somehow, let's not talk about how, there's a ball of pain, and this bad guy, or not bad guy, this guy says, if you take this pain, I'll let your friends go. And Zoro had already been busted up fighting, like already. He was beating, him and the Straw Hats have just finished defeating like really powerful monsters. It's like they just beaten the boss, and everyone else knocked out except for him, basically him and Sanji, and a few others. And basically this guy is gonna take the captain, Luffy, but Zoro is saying, please don't, I'll give my life to if you don't do it. But the guy says, if you can take this pain, which is the pain that Luffy suffered in the battle, like he drew it out of Luffy because that's one of his powers, made a ball, and he said, if you can take this pain, I'll let you guys go. And basically what he did was he took a little tiny bit of this big ball, he flicked it at Zoro, and it went into Zoro, and he was like, imagine being shot by a minigun. He was like all over the place, taking a lot of, his pain was like all over the place, like feeling, and then that's just a tiny bit of this big bubble, and basically he has to take all the bubble, and then his friends will be spared, and he's already busted up, basically dead. I mean, not dead, but like busted up, exhausted, and what he does, he just takes it. It's one of the best moments in One Piece, and one of the most inspiring moments. You know, like, he basically just does it, and then afterwards, when people ask him what happened, he said nothing happened. Like, he doesn't even say what happened. It's one of the most inspiring things that I've ever seen. And during the marathon, like at the end, I was like, it was like, I think with 5 kilometers ago or 7 kilometers ago, I was tempted, very, very tempted, just to walk it out. And I was like, I can walk 7k. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I can walk this. But I was thinking to myself, this is the moment, like, you're feeling dead, and like other examples of like things is when Michael Jordan played the flu game, when he had the flu and in the playoffs, and he still scored like 45 points and helped him win the game. Incredible. So I love these things, and here's my chance to do it. Feeling dead, and basically I was telling myself, if you can just jog and not walk, then you can be Zoro. Basically, you get to, just to myself, I can, if you could, this is me talking to myself, just kind of motivate myself to run. And yeah, I jogged most of it, I think. Yeah, most of it. Sometimes I stopped for a little bit, and then I was like, okay, let's go again. Jog. So Zoro wanting to be like doing what Zoro did, taking all that pain when he doesn't want to, but he does anyway. So it was tough. And it's cool because other people like can relate to it. Like, after the marathon, which is great, Alex D and I were just talking about experiences, and it's so cool. Like, like once you've done it, you did it, and it was hard, but you still did it. It feels really good. You can kind of like smile like really without any regret, or you know, I don't know what it is, but you can just smile really happily when you've done something. You know, you can be proud of it. Like, I was it's, you know, sometimes a little thought would pop in my head like, you know, would be nice to stop now, but I would just immediately dismiss it, going, I've run so far already. Like, at some point there was just 2 kilometers to go, and it was still taking ages. 2 kilometers to go, so I'd run 40 kilometers, and now I was hobbling. Basically, a snail could have overtaken me near the end. A little kid walking. People were walking faster than I was jogging. Yeah, oh my god. But yeah, so glad I did it. Yeah, so it was great. And the feeling when I got to the MCG, I want to talk about, the people, like the other competitors, some of them were like running past going, you can do it, mate, you can do it, we're really close, you know, you can do it. It was so cool. People high-fiving me and, you know, cheering me on. It's like the best. And yeah, so cool. So I would really love to like continue running in my spare time just for fun, and like, you know, get better at maybe half marathon distance, like 21k, like just to make that a bit more comfortable, maybe just push it a little bit to get better at it, because that would be nice, just to have no issues running a marathon would be nice. Because there were others that were, most others, I think like 99% of the people were overtaking me looking pretty good. They were like jogging, yeah. But yeah, I don't really care that much. Like, it's funny, like, you know, at the start, like, I was kind of like trying to get a good time, mainly just so that it would motivate me to finish it. But at the end, I just thought, I was like, I don't care anymore. I don't care about the time anymore. I don't care what people think of me if I finish it in like, I don't know, anything less than 7. I really didn't care. I just wanted to finish it. And yeah. And I'm so happy. I'm really surprised. Like, I never really thought I would get like any time less than 5 hours, really, because normally I jog really slowly. So if I got anything less than 5.5 hours, I would be pretty happy. So I got 4 hours and 50 minutes, and that's mostly due to the first half that I did. Yeah, but it's so good. I'm so glad it's like, I'm really happy now that it's finished, and happy that I did it, and I'm happy that I didn't quit. And it's one of the best things I ever did in my life, I think. Like, one of my favourite things now that it's done. At the time, in the last 5 kilometers, it was not my favourite thing. But it's so cool now. Like, if someone has done a marathon, I can like, oh yeah, I did one too. I feel so good. I feel so happy. And it's going to be even nicer after about 2 or 3 days when I can walk properly again. Like, it's really cool. I don't have any injuries. Like, I know I don't feel anything injured. Just the muscles are like, I don't know, so exhausted. Like, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm like, I can barely walk, and I told you already that me going upstairs is like, oh. So yeah, so it's not just a piece of metal. To me, it's more than that. It's like so much jogging I did during the year, and then also the last, you know, all the stuff involved in it. So I guess I'll finish this video here. I'd really like to upload that video of me which I took when I was finishing up. I like it, but yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say, except that I feel really good. Yeah, cool. I'll catch you guys later.